And now it's time to move to our next activity. And for the next activity, we are going to use baking trays. So again, something that you probably have at home. I'm just going to move my baking trays closer here. That's a lot of talking. So, you got my breath? Carry on. So I've got muffin trays over here, but if you don't have a muffin tray, you can use baking tray, roasting tin, just anything that kind of feels quite cold and metal-y, because again, it's going to be a different surface for babies to explore with their hands, potentially something they haven't explored before. And whenever your child explores anything new with any of their senses, it sends completely new signals for the brain to process, and that in return creates new neural connections, fantastic foundations for future learning. So what we'll do with our trays, I've got a selection here. So I've got a larger one with 12 holes, openings, dimples, and we've got a smaller one with just 6, and I've got a very shallow one, the Yorkshire pudding one, with just 4. And what we'll do with our trays, we are going to put colourful balls inside, but we want to leave a few holes, compartments empty. So if I've got 12 compartments, I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to use 4 empty. So as you can see, the balls is just a regular ball pit bowl. If you don't have any of these, just put some colourful toys inside, as long as they're small enough to fit in and colourful enough to catch your baby's eye. And so babies are going to explore the balls. The skills we practice here are fine motor skills, as babies have to use their little fingers, their hands, and they have to adapt their hands slightly differently to a ball that's in a baking tray or muffin tray than it is in the ball pit. You can again encourage tummy time with your baby. So if you put your baby on the cushion and let them reach towards the tray, or you can pop the tray on the cushion, have a little workstation for your baby, and sit them next to it so they can access it that way, or just pop it on the floor and see where they take it. So for this, as I said, it is about fine motor skills, scientific exploration, exploring different objects and properties of objects, as the ball is going to behave differently in a little tray like that. It's going to make a different sound as well. So we've got that cause and effect again. Dexterity, problem solving, in general, just discovering and learning. For younger babies, from birth to about 3 months, you know your baby best, so you will know when you can move on to letting them explore the tray with their hands. But if your baby is really tiny, what you can do, you can get 2 balls and just show them to your baby. Make sure they're contrasting colors and see which one your baby is going to be drawn towards. Okay, they will always prefer one color over the other. And just again, move them slowly in front of your baby's face for their eyes to stimulate. Okay, so we're going to put our balls away now, but definitely spend about, again, 5 minutes with this activity. Each of our activities can be done independently outside of the session. You can spend as much time as you want on it. But if you would like to follow the session and make sure that you start and finish it with all the activities in, it's quite good to stick to those rough time estimates. And again, deep breath. So for this activity, again, I would recommend about 5 minutes, so that babies can have enough time exploring, but they still have some energy left for the next activity.